So recently, in the past couple years, smartwatches have exploded on the market. There's so many watches now. It is ridiculous. You have the Samsung Gear 1, Samsung Gear 2, Samsung Gear 3, Samsung Gear S, Samsung Gear Fit. There's just way too many to choose from, and it is clearly oversaturated. Apple even have their own smartwatch, and they have them in a couple different colors, and they have one in gold, and it's over $10,000. That is just crazy. No one would be able to afford that. But the gadget I have today, anyone can afford it, and it is a smartwatch, and I'm telling you right now, it is a damn good product, and this is the U-Watch. First impressions have been fantastic. This is an amazing smartwatch at its price point. I'll get more on that later. So you got a power button, you got a very, very thin form factor. It is crazy, like, well built for how much it is. It's got a touchscreen. It's got 3 capacitive buttons down here. Got a speaker, micro USB, which is very, very handy. If I can get the flap off, there we go. Yeah, just no micro USB, which it comes with, which is very handy. So yeah. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just really, really nice. But what I want to get into first is the manual. This manual was no help whatsoever. Let me just open it up. Windows. The top right window distance meters below the display of calorie consumptions. The middle square button to start, stop switch. The upper right corner pedometer option. We're not even going to touch on that. So yeah, it's very, very well built, and it's just really cool. So, they're really good first impressions. So, let's start on. Something I would like to say about this, it boots up. It boots up crazy fast, and it's just really, I just can't get into how nice this is for its price point, but I have a couple issues with this, and I'll touch on those in a second. So it's trying to connect to my phone, which I'm using it to record. So I can't use that, but I'm going to use this. This is more geared towards an Android phone. There are some features that you can't do on an iPhone. If you click this button, it goes into Bluetooth, and if you click this button, it goes into your dialer. Yes, you can make calls through it. And there's a full touchscreen, which actually works really well. It's not capacitive, so you can't let a stylus or anything on it, but it does have like normal. It's capacitive. It's very accurate there. So yeah, let me just try to pair this. I had a problem when I tried to pair this the first time, where if you go on, like, alright, pretend I'm holding an iPhone, and yeah, see, don't, wait, search new, currently available, okay, that just worked perfectly. This never works well. Oh yeah, it also vibrates too. It's vibrating a lot right now. I don't know what that is, probably an email or something. Alright, pretend I'm holding an iPhone. When you're trying to pair this, do not pair it from the phone. If you do that, it will crash the watch, and you cannot proceed until you force turn it off. You need to do it from here. You have to do that. You have to go connect, and then it's going to ask your phone for permission to pair it, and then you do it from there, and then it works really well. So, I want to talk about the screen. A very important aspect of this. It's a decent screen. You cannot get any kind of feel for it, because it will not focus whatsoever. I can't get it to focus, I'm sorry. This is the best it's going to get. It looks all blue and washed out, but in real life, that black does look like a black. Hold on one second. Okay, as I was saying. Yeah, you have to pair it from this, or it won't work. There. Oh no, I was talking about the screen. It looks all blue and washed out, but in real life, it does look a lot better, and you can actually see those icons. You just can't see them here, because this phone is crap. Well, the camera is, but I'm getting a new phone, so look forward to more high-quality videos in the future. But Oh, look, I got the focus. Great. Okay, so I'm gonna go. It's got settings, anti-loss. Anti-loss is basically if this gets too far away, this will start beeping nonstop, and that does not work. So let's just ignore that. Pretend it's not there. Power save. That I always have that on, but let's turn it off and see if it makes the screen brighter. You can see it just a little bit better. Ringtone. You can have it silent, meeting, or outdoor, which just turns the volume up, I believe. I don't know what that is. Oh, it does. Oh yeah, this also reads the temperature in Celsius. If you can't read Celsius, then this is basically useless. And the pressure, which is kind of weird because I don't understand that. It's got a stopwatch. That's pretty handy, I guess. Meter. I don't know. This another pressure thing. Oh yeah, this is for like as you're running around getting this moving, it'll count your steps. We got Bluetooth, got phone book. I'm not gonna go through that. Let me just take that off screen. It's gonna load up a bunch of phone numbers. Loading. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it's got dialer, messages. This doesn't work unless you have an Android phone. Calls, Bluetooth camera. I'll show that off in a minute. Bluetooth music. It can basically stream music from your phone, and I will demonstrate that right now by pulling up a Simpsons Hit and Run music, because I love that game to death. So, let me start it. Okay, yes, it does have a speaker, and it is pretty loud, very tinny, but I'm not giving it any crap because this is a pretty cheap device. But yeah, it works, and it works pretty well. The volume does go up a lot higher than this, I believe. Let me go to Bluetooth music. What just happened? No, stop. Stop. There we go. Go to Bluetooth music. Yeah, you can pause it. You can hit this to turn up the volume. That is its loudest. And you can change it from here while it's in your pocket and off. It's just, I don't know. It's just really cool. Bluetooth camera. It basically streams. Oh no, I forgot to mention, this does not have a camera whatsoever. This streams your phone's camera, which is, honestly, that's pretty cool. But it's the only problem with it. It's at like 2 frames a second, and that's just it. It's just so laggy. Now you can get an inception of reviews. Probably do a little bit that. You could probably do a review like this, but that's preposterous. Let's just go back. That's just a useless feature, but it's pretty cool, I guess, in a way. Bluetooth notice, that just gives you notifications. My last one was iFunny. I'm afraid to scroll to the next one in case it shows an email. Alarm, calendar, calculator. The alarm function is broken. How do you screw up an alarm when you try to, like, go and set the alarm to PM? There's no option to set it to PM. It's just stuck on AM, but really, who's going to use this alarm? You probably have a capable phone. If you've bought this in the first place, that would probably be a way better alarm than a wristwatch. It's got the calendar. I find this calendar actually pretty useful because with its accurate touchscreen, with very tiny screen and very tiny icons, is clearly very accurate. But it does actually work pretty well. It's a nice calendar. It's on your wrist too, which is pretty handy. You can't set anything. You can just only look at it and only jump to date. But that's pretty cool. It's got a calculator. It's a full functioning calculator, so we can figure out what 4 plus 5 is. It's 9. Oh yeah, it does make a beeping noise whenever you tap one of these buttons. Sleep monitor. I've never really understood what this was, but apparently it's just you hit start and then that weird thing. Apparently when you go into deep sleep, it knows and it just kind of tells you how long you deep sleep. Sleep too little. What else? Oh no, that's really about it. Have I really gone through all the features in 5 minutes? I think I have. Oh yeah, and incidentally, The price of this was $15. I have a couple gripes with this watch, and I'll get on that in a second. This was $15 on Amazon. I'll repeat that again. There's a smartwatch that can connect to your phone, make calls, and play music is $15. And it is just fantastic for the price, because this is a pretty decent watch, but I'm selling this one and getting a slightly improved... It's basically the exact same as this, down to the speaker and flap. It's just... It's got... You can change the icons in the menu. Like, you can't move them, but you can change the way they look. There's more wallpaper options. I will cover the wallpaper. I never went into the settings. Watch settings. You can name a time, language. It's just got improved. Do you see how this looks crappy? It looks like from a dial-up phone, from a flip phone from like 2003, like the font and all that. That has a slightly higher res screen, more finger-friendly sort of UI, and it's just $10 more. So I'm gonna sell this and get a better one, make an expansion pack, and you are gonna get another review. Let's change the wallpaper. You got analog 1, analog 2. I like this one the most. Analog 3, digital, which does actually show the time in the background. It's just for some reason it's not here. Digital 2. We'll put it to digital. Actually, is there any more? Digital 3. Wait, what? There's a third digital? This wall, you cannot see. Yeah, that's what the wallpaper looks like. That is never shown on this. That's weird. I've never... Okay, let's go to the digital one. Let's focus this better. So yeah, that is the U-Watch. There's not really that much more I can say about this. It's pretty cool if you're looking for a first smartwatch. Oh yeah, if you have it on digital, it does show these icons in the menu, and that wallpaper is driving the contrast crazy. So yeah. Oh yeah, I never covered the battery life. The battery is 255 milliamps, I believe, and it can go without that much usage, maybe a good 5 hours, 6 hours, maybe even... Or no. Without usage, you can get a good 2 days out of this. With heavy usage, the screen on most of the time, maybe about a good 5, 6, 7 hours on a full charge, and it takes about 4 hours to charge. So yeah, that is the U-Watch, and that's all I have to say. I completely forgot to mention, if you have an Android phone, you need to download this app for most of the functions to work. So you need to go to your main menu, you need to go to Bluetooth, scroll all the way down, APK download, and there is your link. And that is all I have to say.